0-2. 0-2. Worst team in the league, last place. It's unreal. I don't understand it. I've never been 0-2 in any fantasy league I've ever been in before. Ever. And I don't understand why my team is. With all the fucking great players I have. Or should have been great players. I don't know. My receiving core, 3 of the top 5 receivers in the league projected coming in, combined for 10 points. Chris Johnson, no, let's not even get into Chris Johnson. I don't know what the fuck his deal is. But it's depressing. And I'm going against Micah this week. Great team. 0-3 is a real possibility. I don't like it. But I'll say I'm glad that Reed picked Micah. Because based on his picks and what he said in his video, that's probably good news for me. So I'm pretty sure he's picked me the first 2 weeks and I lost. So hopefully this will change it around. I know Hakeem Nicks is out for Micah now, and he hasn't changed his lineup yet. So I don't know what his deal is. I don't know if he just says no or I don't know. So I have an advantage right there, but it'd be kind of a hollow victory if that happens and he doesn't change his lineup. So I really hope Micah realizes that he needs to change it and fucking changes it. So, yeah. I got nothing crazy for you guys. No fantasy football hour this week. I'm too pissed off with my team. Just frustrated. So, yeah. This is my video. I don't really know what to talk about. I mean, could recap last week. After the freaking close week 1, competitive matchups all the way through, everyone scoring high, we come to week 2, where the closest margin of victory was, I don't even know, looks like 24. Cam Newton's Law beating Tebow Stakes. We had a 37-point win by Eric, a 43-point win by Reed, 44-point win by Micah, and a 47-point win by Greg. It's not, I mean, good for the teams that won. I mean, other than Reed's team, like, they put up ridiculous amounts of points. Except for Reed, they were all over 130. Eric put up 163, which is fucking crazy. I never would have dreamed how much adding PPR to the league would increase point values and scores for the week. It's crazy. I didn't see that coming, really. But, yeah, so going into week 3, we've got 2 undefeated teams. No soup for you and Vaughn down by the Miller, who are playing against each other this week. And 2 winless teams, myself and Tebow Stakes, going against some tough competitors. Tebow's going against Cundiff, and I'm going against Micah, like I said before. So, yeah, it'll be an interesting week. I'll go ahead and give my picks, I guess. We'll do Joe Buck Yourself and Cam Newton's Law. We looked at matchups and all that good stuff. I've picked Chad to win this one. Jared's running backs have extremely tough matchups. I don't see them putting up a combined 27 points this week at all. I'm thinking like 15 or less for the 2. So, Dwayne Bowe's not going to blow up for 30 points again. That was ridiculous. Cam Newton might struggle against the Giants in their pass rush. And then you got Chad with Arian Foster going against Denver, which is always a good matchup. Marcus Colston and Julio Jones have pretty good matchups. San Diego and KC. Ryan Matthews is in. Who knows if he's going to play? It's an interesting matchup, but I don't know. I got Chad this week, so we'll see how that goes. Next one, my morning Doucette. And Dez didn't do it. I'm really shocked at how many points Dez's team is projected to get. Coming into the season, I I didn't really think anything of his team. I thought it was pretty weak. And he's projected to score 142 points and win by 24 over Trevor. So, based on his matchups and Trevor's matchups, I'm going to put Dez didn't do it on upset alert this week just because of the projections, but yeah, I don't know. I think Trevor's team will pull it out. Aaron Rodgers can't have 2 bad weeks in a row. Especially on Monday night, I see him kind of exploding, probably going for 40. I don't know if 40 is the right number, but I'm sure he'll have a big game. So, yeah, Trevor gets the win in that one. Moving on to the matchup of the week, probably the 2 undefeated teams. Vaughn down by the Miller, no soup for you. It's projected pretty close. I picked Eric right now. Based on matchups again. Actually, I don't know. I might actually end up changing this one by the end. Let's see. I don't know. LaShawn McCoy, Michael Vick going against Arizona. I mean, they contain Tom Brady and the Patriots, so I don't see why they couldn't contain Michael Vick and the Eagles. So, I don't know. They probably could have a tough go. Sproles and Rice. Rice is always going to have a big game. He's just a stud. So, and then Victor Cruz without Hakeem Nicks. Victor Cruz is probably going to get a lot more targets. So, I'll stick with Eric for now. I bet Romo has a big game against Tampa Bay, even though everyone knows how much I hate Romo. But whatevs, right? Am I right? No, you're not. I'm wrong. Tebow Steaks, kind of Kanchenko. Will Tebow Steaks get their first win of the year? Yahoo says yes. What do I say? You know what? Man. Biggest thing for me is he's got Brady Walker going against Baltimore. And like Reed said in his last week's video, matchups against Baltimore just never work out. And she's got Stafford going against a terrible Tennessee defense. I could see him putting up 40-plus points this week, honestly. I have Reed picked right now. And, I'm going to stay with Reed just because her running backs, 18 for Michael Bush is a pretty lofty projection. I don't think it's going to get there. And Steven Jackson apparently hurt his groin last week, so he's not 100%. So, yeah, I'll stick with Reed, but Stafford, I don't know. If Stafford has a big game like I think, it could change some things, so I guess we'll see. Sorry. Allergies. Alright, and my matchup. I'm obviously going to pick myself. I'm really terrified of Calvin Johnson once again going against Tennessee. He could probably put up 30-plus this game. Tennessee doesn't have anyone to cover him. Terrible pass defense. And then comes my debacle with Chris Johnson. I want to leave him in, but I know as soon as I take him out, he's going to do something. But this week, I feel like Tennessee is going to be down early and often, and probably abandon the running game like they have done the last 2 weeks, and he's not going to get many touches. But I don't like my backup matchups this week either. I have Stephen Ridley going against Baltimore, and then Sean Green against Miami. I just don't like Sean Green. I don't really like him. I don't want to drop him. I don't know. He might just sit on my bench all year. Who knows? Unless someone wants him, I'll put him on the trade block. I don't really care for him. So I'm going to pick myself, especially if Micah doesn't switch his lineup. He still has Forte and Nix in, who are projected 0, because they're not supposed to play this week. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. I mean, once again, I'm projected to score almost 130 points. I've been projected above the 130 line all 3 weeks, and I haven't even come anywhere close to it. So I'm hoping this week changes. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so there are my picks. As far as updates, my Chris Johnson trade, I have like 3 or 4 different offers. I'm kind of going between right now. I've got one from Greg, one from Trevor, one from Jared, and I also offered one to Micah, which is kind of the one I want more than anything. So we'll see what he says. He hasn't responded to my text. I texted him a couple days ago. So if that falls through, I'll look into these other trades more in depth and see what I like. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got. Sorry, it's a boring video. Kind of tired. I was up early this morning, and I didn't feel like doing a crazy video because my team sucks. Maybe if they start winning again, I'll do something fun and enjoyable once again. So, I'm gonna steal something from Chad here, though. I liked your little coach pep talk video clip thing you did. So, I'm just going to leave you guys with one of the most inspirational speeches by a coach ever, I think, in a movie. Hopefully it gets my team going this week. So, yeah. I actually forgot the freaking coach's name that he plays. So, let me look it up real quick. There we go. I'm going to leave you with the clip of Kurt Russell as Coach Herb Brooks of the 1980 USA Olympic hockey team, right before they went up against Russia, or the USSR, or whatever the fuck they were known as back then. I don't care. They lost. So, anyway, I hope my team hears it. They get pumped up for this week and finally give me a win. I don't want to go 0-3. I really don't want to go 0-3. And based on these little projections that Yahoo has for the rest of the season, I'm projected to finish the year at 5-8, which is lame, and that would put me in 8th place. So, anyway, here we are, Mr. Herb Brooks. Get us all pumped up. I'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you've earned here tonight. One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game. Not tonight. Tonight, we skate with them. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world. You were born to be hockey players. Every one of you. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great hockey team the Soviets have. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.